assuming that you're good at what you do, you have everything you need to make a big impact and more money than you ever imagined. And that said, those of you who decide to rock your talk, the fact is you will become known in your industry. But what's more rewarding is being able to make a really big difference in a way that is totally you. We want to put you in the position of getting invitations to speak or host a webinar and get noticed by truly ideal clients. And the reality is that for every person watching this right now, there is another person waiting to hear that message through you. Now, I don't have a big enough ego to actually think I can explain to you all the reasons why this is. It just is. Much like falling in love or meeting someone who becomes your new best friend, some people just get you. And some people just really get the message when it's shared by you. Really. And the easiest way to stand out and get the attention of those people, those perfect clients for you, is by harnessing the power of what I like to call the Rockin' Brand Advantage. And the way I can help you begin to do this is by giving you your brand personality blueprint. Here at Speak, Serve, Grow, we help clients stand out by being themselves, refreshing, right? What we see in the marketplace is many people consciously or unconsciously mimicking market leaders. And that's how you see people come through a leader's program and suddenly they're naming programs like them and dressing like them and talking like them. And now, I don't want to harsh your mellow, but reality is it's hard to be a market leader and a copycat at the same time. Ouch, right? I know. And everyone thinks it's not them, but we're all seeing it in the market, so someone is doing it. And if that's you or someone you know, help is on the way. Remember that a leader, by its very definition, is a person who is first, someone who has commanding authority or influence. So in order to do that, in order to give you your own corner of the market, we're going to package your personality and your expertise together, because that, my friend, is not duplicatable. There are obvious people we could point to as success stories, whether it's My Rockin' Business or Allie Brown with her glamorous life, or Kendall Summerhawk's Arizona Cowgirl brand, or I think of my friend Andrea Hess and her magical, soulful vibe. There are people like my client Sandy Reese, who has a big heart and a growing business straight out of Tennessee, and she's making more money than ever, being totally true to herself. Together, we uncovered her brand personality and her system for helping animal rescues double their donors. And what came out of it was a talk and a program called Four-Legged Fundraising. She has a really strong brand with a big message and a really big heart. And everyone who meets Sandy remembers her for this. You know without a doubt that she is the four-legged fundraising queen, and her business is growing as a result. Her daughter works with her in their business, and they just promoted their fundraising blueprint program, selling 72 copies instantly online, easy peasy. And she now has a steady stream of invitations coming in so that she could speak at fundraising conferences. Now, when you and your talk stand out, invitations to speak come to you. And when you speak, we want your room to be full, to have a sold-out audience, because your talk, your title, your look, all of it will attract perfect clients. And by the time you're finishing your talk and making your offer, the audience is already so all in with you, they are ready to say, yes, this is what we're shooting for. Your brand personality blueprint is a done-for-you guide that helps you align your personality with your brand so that the look and the feel and the sound, all of it helps you create an amazing experience for people. Because when you're at an event, or you're speaking or leading a webinar, when you meet people, when they go to your website, you are intentionally or not creating a brand experience. You just might not have thought of it that way before, and few entrepreneurs really do, but now we're gonna help you really rock it out. Because your personal brand, the way you show up at a talk, name your talk, hit the stage, what you wear, the program you offer, all of this creates thoughts and feelings and sensations. It creates what experts call a brand experience. Okay, so 2 quick brand facts or terms that you'll want to know and understand before we dive into the blueprint. Brand differentiation. Experts have already revealed that when it comes to your products, programs, and services, the features, benefits, and price are important, but they aren't everything. The feelings we create are extremely important. In fact, studies show us that emotion is the most important factor that predicts whether or not someone's going to work with you. So we want to have great content, of course, And great content alone, without any heart, without any feeling or you in it, just doesn't fly. Brand ownership. We also know that the connection and relationship you create with your audience translates directly to your revenue. As customers invest in your programs and recommend you to their friends and colleagues, and even go so far as to defend your shared values in a crisis, this is what we call brand ownership, and this is what you want to create. And again, it's not about facts and figures. This is about you and your clients believing in a movement, a core belief of some kind. It's what creates a loyal following of people who dig you and dig your message. And this, my friends, is why content alone in a vacuum will not get you noticed. And it's why I'm giving you the brand personality blueprint. So as you consider the 12 different brand personalities, you might feel a little torn. You might resist choosing one main brand identity. And you might be tempted to say, Kristin, you know what, sister? I am more than a label. I am more than one archetype. In fact, I am all of these things. I'm funny and I'm a leader and I'm creative. And look, you are many things as a person. And of course, you are multidimensional. You are a multifaceted rock star, truly. But without a clear brand personality, the market won't get to know all of those great things about you. As an example, I am creative. If you look at my own brand, I've created all of the concepts and looks for my own logos and signage, chose my own colors, etc. Just look at my hair. I mean, I'm pretty creative, but it's not the quality I lead with in my business because it's not the primary thing I give my clients, and it's not the primary thing they need. So we want to find the one personality that is true and natural for you. It best suits the way you show up in your business. My first coach was Suzanne Evans, who has her own very unique brand identity. She built her business to multi-million-dollar status by speaking her mind and staying true to herself. And when I met Suzanne, I was just starting out. My business then was called Thompson Professionals, and the website was navy blue and white and had horrible corporate stock photos of men in suits shaking hands. And I remember her saying one day, when people look at your website and your marketing materials, it should be a representation of you and your personality. And as I looked at what I created, I was horrified. So I immediately began to be myself, show myself, look like myself, sound like myself. And I brought my new look and my one rock and talk to Suzanne's live event that year. I was completely unknown. In fact, I had never spoken outside of Portland. And yet I sold out my breakout session. I generated the biggest payday I had ever created up until that point in my business. $50,000 from a 1-hour talk. And mind you, this was in a situation where there was no direct selling in the room. And I'm happy to report that I rinsed and repeated that plan, up-leveled my personal brand, and brought back the same high-converting talk to Suzanne's event the next year. And I doubled that number, generating $100,000 from the same 1-hour talk. So to help guide you in aligning your brand with your true personality so that you can get more gigs, bigger audiences, ideal leads, and clients, I created, you guessed it, the Brand Personality Blueprint. And you can download it by using the link right below this video. Now, there are